When I heard about this award of honor, her name popped into my mind first, almost immediately. And it was interesting because my wife, Connie, was in another room. She got the same flyer, and she says, I know who I would like to nominate. And I said, Pam Thompson, and she said yes.
I appreciate being chosen to receive this award. There are a lot of worthwhile people who could have been, and I'm sure were considered, but I'm very appreciative to get the award. I actually started volunteering here when I was a teenager. I was 16, and the auxiliary had a junior auxiliary, and I was treasurer of that and secretary, and then eventually was president of the junior auxiliary. A lot of my friends were involved, and we worked at the snack bar, and the snack bar was great fun because we got to operate the milkshake machine and serve Stewart sandwiches. Through the auxiliary, I became involved in the state organization. It's called the Pennsylvania Association of Healthcare Auxiliaries. I then came back onto the board of directors. Our auxiliary and our board of directors I always thought was very progressive because they had a seat on the board for the auxiliary president, and not only did she have a seat on the board, but was a voting member. I always thought that was very important because they actually participated in the decisions that were being made. While I was doing that, I was invited to serve on the board of directors of the Hospital Association of Pennsylvania. It's now the Hospital and Healthcare Association of Pennsylvania, and I served for 6 years on that board of directors.
She was working simultaneously with these 3 different groups. I mean, and then had church and family and children and grandchildren. That just exemplifies, you know, a ultimate volunteer, somebody that can do all that stuff and still be very pleasant and love every minute of it, and not even count the hours, just show up and do the work, whether it be 7 in the morning or 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night.
I actually rather got to like the 7 a.m. meetings because I found we got in, took care of business, and got out. I was also the first woman to be chairman, which was a rather unique experience, I think.
To me, it was important to see that that really did happen, and having happened right here in our little community, especially after long-term chairmen of the boards have been men. It was very rewarding to see that she did get that position.
I think when you're the president of something, it's not an I thing, it's a we thing. I think Kate Fisher Blair, whenever she started this hospital, had a vision in mind of what she wanted it to be. And I think that those of us who have volunteered through the years have tried to keep true to that vision. So I think the biggest things that I got back were things of information and knowledge and about how things work.